Were you surprised at the gap between you and the Ferraris?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the lap was really good, so I'm very happy with the lap. But you know, the Ferraris are really quick in P3, so I was expecting them. I thought they probably had a little bit less fuel on us in P3, so that was why they were so quick. Because I thought our car was looking pretty good, so there was quite a big gap there. But I say Q1 and Q2, the car was looking great, and it's always such a mental challenge. I don't think anyone can probably comprehend just how much of a challenge it is to go out and do that one lap perfect, and it's right at the end of qualifying. You know, you might do the Q1 and Q2, that's easy, but Q3 is really, and it's so much pressure, but it's just fantastic when you do pull it out.
Yeah, so much pressure, but so much of a buzz, as you say, when you get it right.
Massive buzz, massive buzz. And I was just, as I came round and I got told that I got pole, they told me one by one, you know, Kimi, you know, Fernando came across the line, Felipe, and so on and so forth. And when they told me I was pole, I mean, I just had to make sure the radio was off because I was so excited. It's just such a great feeling.
So who's your biggest threat tomorrow? Is it Kimi Raikkonen? Is it the Ferraris? Perhaps even the Red Bulls?
I think the two closest guys are going to be the biggest challenge. The Ferrari is very massively quick on the first lap, and so is Kimi. I think Kimi is particularly very strong with looking after the option tyres, so it's going to be very hard to keep them behind. And then after that, I think once we get onto the intermediate, the prime tyre, I think we're in a good position there, but it's just how much ground we can maintain or try not to lose in the first stint.
Is P2 better than you expected, do you think?
Is it better? I mean, I've been sometimes happy with the car, sometimes not. That we know where the things are in the car, what we want, but we had some doubts if we can run the car as we want or not. So we decided to do like we run in Malaysia when we were happy, but hopefully it stays that way tomorrow also.
Well, Lewis said that the man to his right was the main threat, that being you. You've proved that you can look after the tyres. So do you believe that you're in with a strong shot of a win tomorrow?
On this we have pretty good starting place, but is it going to be enough for our speed tomorrow? I don't know. Every day seems to be different in this year, and sometimes it goes your way and sometimes not. And we can only try to do the best, and hopefully we have a speed enough to challenge for a win.
How long do you expect the first stint to be?
I have no idea. I haven't even looked, so we go through those things tonight and make a plan, and hopefully it's right.
Fernando, do you believe that your race pace is stronger than your quali pace, and how confident are you in the car at looking after the tyres?
Yeah, I think so. I think the race pace normally is better, so I don't see any change here compared to any other race. So I expect tomorrow to have a good position in the race and fighting for the podium and hopefully for the win. I think especially with Kimi we will have a strong opponent because normally Lotus and him is one of the best taking care of the tyres, and tomorrow we know that the tyres will be the key factor.
What can you do from ninth, do you think?
Oh, anything, I hope. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's quite interesting. Obviously, the soft tyres don't last that long. We saw that yesterday for everyone. Great on one lap, but after that it's not that nice. So the medium tyre seems a better race tyre, lasting quite well. We obviously have the possibility to still choose because we didn't set a lap time at all, but I think it's pretty clear what we tried to achieve this afternoon.
Can you just tell us what happened when you went straight on at the hairpin?
Yeah, I don't know. I lost the brake pedal, I lost brake pressure, and the pedal was very long. Yeah, I'm not that tall, so I didn't have enough leg to keep on braking. No, I think there was something that broke, and yeah, was quite tricky because the car didn't stop, but the corner was coming. I locked the tire, but I checked it. There's no damage because it was very, very little load on the car, so we'll see, but it doesn't affect tomorrow.
So, I mean, I'm sure that you would have liked to be at the front of the grid with your teammate, but how much did that hydraulic setup issue affect your qualifying today?
Yeah, of course it affected me a little bit because just doesn't allow me to practice qualifying in the morning with some time in between to think about it and to optimize the settings. So I was always running behind a little bit, through qualifying. But then again, the qualifying went okay. I was really progressing well through qualifying, and small error in the last corner in the last lap, so that possibly cost me a few positions. But it's okay, still 4th place. The whole weekend I've been thinking a lot about the race in general, especially on setup. So because it's going to be hotter tomorrow and might catch a few people out. So from that point of view, I'm quite confident for tomorrow, and it's a decent, great position.
Well, Felipe, I would guess that you'd be pretty disappointed in qualifying in 5th with the early promise that you've showed this weekend.
Well, disappointed is for sure. When beginning of last year, when I was 15th, I think that was really disappointed. But for sure, I expect maybe a little bit better, starting the top 3. Looking lap time we did yesterday, the lap time we did this morning as well, and I think the other cars, they improved more than we expected. Maybe they were a little bit heavier than we expected as well. So anyway, it's good. I mean, I think the strategy tomorrow will be more important than maybe 2 positions, 3 positions. So I think the race tomorrow will be difficult, and the strategy will be very, very important.
What can you do from 8th tomorrow, starting on those mediums, and what's your strategy ahead of the race?
Well, I've looked at a few of the tyres of the soft runners, all the guys in front, and they look great. They don't look as bad as what we had in Melbourne, but they are still grain. So. And it's going to be cooler tomorrow as well, so I think we're going to see the graining that we saw yesterday on high fuel. So hopefully we can get a good start, and we can, at some point we should find some clear air in front of us.